What's up with it? I actually made a video the other day. I deleted it because some things changed since then. Like, I'm not gonna say I lost hope, but yeah, like the person I made the video about, like, I ran into them the next day, and just how that went. Nah, nah. I'm gonna give you some backstory. I ain't even gonna go as far with the backstory as I did in the first video. I had this friend, longtime friend. At some point, we did get into a relationship. But even before we was in a relationship, even before she even had a kid, like, we've been tight. Like, we had a bond. Then when she had the kid, like, I know my friend, but that's why I'm like, I'm there for you. Because I know my friend. But we were in a relationship like a little over a year ago, and DHS came to the house, took the child. There was like not a problem with the child. Like, we ain't even gonna go into all that bullshit again, because shit, at this point, I can't even tell you the police shit was real, because yeah, I mean, she did go to jail, but like how it happened is like real what the fuckish, like real what the fuckish. So, say about 2-3 months after the incident happened, like, my ex came back, like, we working on things, but then it always just come back to think about, like, yeah, it can't be no normal till I get my daughter back. I'm like, I can feel you on that. Like, getting her back is number one. Like, what you want me to do? Like, I can do things to help. Like, I could help. She was like, nah, I got it. I'm like, okay. So, more and more time goes by. She's like, I'm trying to get her. I'm going to court, this, that, and the other. Like, okay. Then, at some point, like, it seemed like this went all the way backwards, because she did have a substance abuse problem. And I wouldn't even say substance abuse was the main problem in the beginning. Like, I would say it's more like depression, but we're just gonna go with substance abuse for right now. So, because at this, like, I don't even know what it is at this point. It's just that crazy. So, I mean, she's steady, like, coming back and forth. Like, I see her, like, fairly regular basis. Like, due to the situation with her, how she lost a child, she was like, I can't really be over at her apartment like that. But, sometimes I go over there, sometimes, like, I really just don't be in her space. Like, she moved up, she got her own place. And, I'm pretty much listening to, like, you trying to get your kid back, which I'm all for you getting your kid back. Fast forward, like, a year and some months later, like, kind of like, about 2 months ago. So we're gonna say, like, we just call it a year. Fast forward a year later. Basically, at points, she disappears, but when she disappears, there's other people come around, and they always got negative things to say about her. Like, some of the stuff be like, nah, that ain't possible. Some of the stuff, like, had me trying to question her. A couple months ago, it was implied, and then just came out said that the child died. That like hurt me. That really hurt me. So at this point, I'm trying to reach back out to her, but she just refused to talk to me. Like, I see her, like, she'll look at me and just drive off like she don't know me. Like, every time I've seen her, it's been like some type of incident, and I really just been coming like peaceful. Like, at one point I heard, I ain't even gonna go into what I done heard, but like, you know, I just been coming out of concern. Like, I really don't know, because I'm just gonna say, this is my child. Like, I ain't gonna get out everything with the situation, but we'll just say it's my child, because she ain't, like, I already got plans, like, for that child. Like, we already, and then the thing was, like, everything I was working with the child for was really for her mother, but like, yeah. So, I have not talked to her. Like, I've seen her like a half dozen times. She doesn't talk to me. Like, child dead. And I'm telling you, like, I'm not her biological father. At this point, I think we might need another DNA test because I have shit going with whoever. But, yeah. So, yeah, somebody told me, like, the child dead. Like, regardless of how I feel about you or how you feel about me, it's a child involved in this situation. So, like, yeah, don't you think I am concerned when I hear, like, something happened to a child? So, no answering for her, no replies. Like, I contact DHS. Like, you're not really leaving me a lot of options on trying to see, like, what the welfare of a child is. Like, you're not leaving me no options. Like, I'm really trying to find out facts, and not, like, the crazy shit is, I be around, like, your family every day. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna hit part 2 real quick. But, so, part 2. This is gonna be a short part 2, because we're gonna have to hit part 3, because I'm gonna have to pretty much run real quick. That's why I'm just gonna smoke this cigarette right now. But, so, I'm like really concerned as to where the child is, and you're not really leaving me no options aside from like contact the authorities on like what is going on. First person I talked to, they like the little girl up for adoption. I'm like, see, I'm glad she's alive. Very happy on that part. Very happy she's alive. But up for adoption, like, something doesn't happen. Like, because I thought her mom was supposed to be getting her back. Like, but I would gladly adopt a child. So they told me the process. I go to the local DHS office. First person I talked to, like, she was like happy, like amazed, like, I'd be glad, like, we wish more men would do things like this. I'm like, wow, like, I didn't think this was gonna go good. And like, the first person, like, all good, like, you should adopt a child. Second person, all good, you should adopt a child. We get to the caseworker. Oh my God, like, this woman was like, pretty much like, I don't have to tell you shit. Talk to the child's mother. I ain't gotta tell you shit. You are not a part of the case. And then I'm like, I'm not a part of the case. Cause like, her mama made it sound like that's why I can't come over there. Cause like somebody told her she can't come around me, like, with DHS. Like, but there wasn't like no problem with the child. It was like a me and her problem. And I just be real. It was mainly a her problem. It wasn't a me problem. It wasn't a child problem. It was people on drugs do crazy shit. When people on drugs doing crazy shit, like, okay, it's a funeral, I guess. I don't know what this is. I guess it's a funeral. We're gonna say it's a funeral. So, I got a couple minutes. We'll just say I was caught in traffic. So, yeah, like, at that point, I'm like, well, she is alive. Let me still try and contact her mother and like let her know, like, I'm not like blaming you for anything that happened. I'm just trying to look out for the best interest of the child. Like, I signed up to be a foster parent and adopt. Like, yeah. And And, you know, it took me a little time before I even wanted to talk to her. But I was like, I've been working on the project, like the one me and your daughter were going to do. Like, I got some land I'm going to develop. Actually, I'm in the parking lot right now. But, like, I guess it's a funeral. And I don't know. People pulling in the parking lot I'm in now. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm real confused. I'm trying to get out the parking lot. It's people coming into the parking lot, and this ain't even like a place that have a funeral. Like on the property next door, like I've been over here all the time. Like, yeah, I'm confused on this one. Might be a wedding reception. I've never seen a police escort for. I don't know. It wasn't no limo. I'm confused on this. But yeah, so I'm kind of still like, I don't really know what to do. I talked to several people. People have even told me to report the child missing. I'm not really I don't just really think the child missing is just weird shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like weird shit that like it probably is a simple explanation for it. But people running from me like they scared of me, acting like they have problems with me, and I'm like, shit, I was trying to make the grandest gesture, like, human freakingly possible, like, towards you. Like, yeah. The property I was planning on developing, like, I had no clue this was worth that much money. Like, come to find out, we pretty much talking about developing, like, a multi-million-dollar property. Like, and basically, I kind of like... I don't put stuff too much on paper no more because I didn't have a problem with people stealing. But in my mind, I do have it worked out how this can happen, like, without, like, no outside funds, just me. Like, and I was going to give her a percentage of that because really the whole thing was inspired by her child. So, yeah. The child's birthday's coming up, and, like, yeah, I really want to have, like, phase 1 of the project done, which it looks like regardless, like, yeah, regardless, I still probably have it done by her birthday. But, like, we gotta go back to the drawing board, because I still don't know where she at. Her mother refuses to talk to me, so at that point, I kind of really don't know what to do, because I planned on naming this project after her child and actually giving her a percentage of the project. Like, it's like, yeah, I don't know what to say. Is this the Lord trying to tell me, like, you really don't deserve all I'm trying to do for you? Because, like I said, like, general respect, if something did or did not happen to the child, you could just be like, nah, she's straight, or like, whatever happened, I'm like not gonna hold that against you. Like, whatever loss you had is like lost I had. So like, I understand that. That's not a personal it is a personal situation, but that's not like I'm gonna be mad at you situation, because I'm really just concerned. Hold on. All right, this part 3. I stopped taking DoorDash. I ain't gonna lie, like, I own a business, and yeah, when stuff got messed up last year, like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, DoorDash got me back in the game. I still mess with it here and there, probably not as much as I should. I own a business, it's not really a year-round business, so yeah, I have like months free to do stuff, so that's where DoorDash comes in. So, where am I going to pick up the story? First off, I'm about to pull over on the side of the road so you don't hear all this road noise. And yeah, I took a little ride out in the country. sit by you back there. So no, I really need the flashers. I ain't really in the car. But so at this point, still don't know where the child is. Still, that is a concern to me. I really would like to know where the child is. At least she okay. Her birthday is coming up. Yeah, I contacted her mother, like, just let me know where to drop the child's gift off for her birthday. Like, I ain't even, yeah, no reply on that. Like, I done said a lot of stuff to her with no reply, so we ain't even gotta go into what all I done told her. Contacted her sister, like, yeah, I'm not trying to, like, you know, get in the middle of nothing, just like, I'm just trying to give the child a gift for her birthday, like, you know, I'm gonna drop it off with you, the other sister, like, drop it off at DHS. Who would you like me to give this child's gift to for her birthday? And I also let her sister know, like, hey, I'm doing the develop. It's gonna be, I ain't gonna say the child's name, because, like, that's seeming pretty irrelevant right about now. So, it's such and such part. No reply from the sister. Contacted the auntie, like, I even apologized, like, when I contacted the auntie, like, I'm sorry, my name is such and such, da 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 da. I'm doing this, this, and this. I'm trying to work things out with your niece. Could you, tell her to respond to the messages I have sent her, and told her I'm building a land development. Property. I'm doing property development. It's gonna be called such a. I got blocked. So, like, I don't be getting how people be mad blocking me for, like, trying to do seeming like good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not seeing where I'm doing nothing messed up trying to get a child a gift for their birthday. Like, I'm not really seeing the issue in that. Especially when I'm like, I'm not even trying to contact the parent. Like, well, I am, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even have to meet up. Like, I could drop the gift off somewhere, and I was just trying to make sure she got her gift. Like, it ain't really have, like, that part ain't had nothing to do with you. Like, that ain't had nothing to do with you. But I'm not gonna make this all the same, because I guess I have made multiple videos. But yeah, it's more than one thing going on at the same time. A lot of the issues with her is, like, it ain't even her. It's people come at me, like, it's more than one person. It's like, sometimes it's even people I don't even know. Like, people I don't even know. Like, gang stalking is a thing. Like, people do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people know you already kind of feeling some type of way about something, and then it's like they picking at it. Then, like, you try to contact the person, they won't talk to you. Now, let's get to don't talk to. At one point, like, we working things out. Like, she telling me, like, it's some weird stuff going on. I'm like, I will get you away from here. Like, it's some weird stuff going on. So, I put one of my houses up for sale. I was going to use the money from that house to move her, like, somewhere. Now, here's where it starts getting funny. Like, yeah, after I, like, started talking about putting the house up for sale, I don't even think I talked to the realtor yet on putting the house up for sale. But after I talked to the realtor about putting the house up for sale, you know, I won't even say it was before that. This is, like, probably all in the same way. I say, like, this all in the same way. So but this is before I talked to the realtor. I know it was before I talked to the realtor. I asked her to marry me. She was like, we need to talk. Warning flag number one. It's like, that ain't number one. Like, that's like 101 red flag. I'm like, okay. I see her, like, maybe a week later. Like, no contact. Like, I want to say it's about 2 weeks later. No contact. Like, no answer, no calls, no reply. I'm like, okay, so I'm just gonna take that as a no on that part. Like, it's all good. Like, first off, marrying you was real suspect. We ain't even gotta get on to how all that happened, but like, trust me, I ain't just out here trying to marry people just to marry people. But yeah, it was like part of her legal situation, getting the kid back. And I was like, shit, like, I would adopt that kid in a minute, but marry you after, like, okay. But okay. At some point, I was like, yeah, if it'll make all this weird shit stop, we can get back to normal, do some regular ass shit. Okay, let's do it. I'm gonna talk to you. Pray about it. Pray about it. Could you at least tell me why I need to pray about it? Okay, this is getting strange now. It's been strange, but it's getting stranger. So that's when she stopped talking to me. And not long after that, that's when somebody told me the child was dead. Okay. So that, okay. And then the whole DHS and all that. Okay. At this point, I got people also, same time, trying to steal the property I'm trying to develop. Stealing and vandalizing other properties I own. While I'm still like trying to figure like what the fuck, like where is my kid, cause like, and furthermore, just finding out more and more like I probably been getting lied to this whole time. So I'm still kind of like, yeah, I really don't even know what to do about some of this stuff. I really don't. I mean, I don't know. I ain't trying to. Yeah, this is pretty much part of it. I got chicken in the backseat. But yeah, I'm really trying to figure it out. Like, at this point, I'm leaning towards like not naming the place after the child, because that's weird, especially when I don't know where the child is. I really don't. Like, I really don't. I don't know. Like, I'm still concerned on that part. Like, yeah. So, and then like after telling her mother and other family members and like no reply and getting blocked, I'm like, what? Huh? Yeah. Okay. Let's rewind back on the getting married part. So I see her coming, like going towards her mom's house. So I pull up at her mom's house. Her mom like runs out like, get that shit out my yard, like screaming at me, like telling her daughter to go get the gun. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I just asked your daughter to get married, and like you like, like, what? Huh? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Yeah, that just don't make sense. Like, I ain't gonna go into what all I done did for like her and her family, but like that don't make sense. That's when it just let me know, like, you done told these folks something different than what really happened. Like, looking for some sympathy when like I got like all the, I ain't gonna say all. 80% of this is you. 80% of it. Like, like the fact you trying to get off drugs and like I see potential, but we were just friends when you moved in, and the purpose of you moving in was to get off drugs to begin with, and now you making it seem like I'm the one that had you on. Like, I don't know what she done said to these folks. I don't know why she won't talk to me. At this point, I just give up on that. It's done been too much time out of my life, too much stress, pain. Like, that's not right. Like, I'm trying to show you love, but I'm pretty much getting terrorized in the meantime. Then, people who are associates, friends, and or family, to me and you, that I'm sure know what's going on, that say things like to trigger me, but still not really telling me what's going on. Like, and even if like people have told me multiple things, I got like a whole multiple choice list of what could happen, what could have happened. But like, I don't know which one is true. And since I don't know which one is true, I would like to talk to the person directly. Don't that make sense? But yeah, since that's not possible, yeah, the whole like naming thing, I'm not so much seeing that. Adoption, I don't even know if that is a thing. Like, I can't, like, some of this stuff I can't call. Like, it just don't make sense to me. But sometimes you can mean well, but like, people don't mean well by you. I ain't gonna say who said what about what, because they didn't really like bring it all the way full circle, but they brought it full circle enough. Pretty much it's like these people playing with you. The same people coming around you, they be around her and the other dude she messed with too. It's really like fucked up that they playing with you and playing with your mind, thinking like, and even she come back and forth like, but they playing with you. I know you mean well, and I know it's a child involved in this situation, but just leave all that shit alone. Drop all them people. At this point, that's like the only option I really see, because like, I'm really a good dude. Like, I was really trying to be a father to a little girl that didn't have no father, and then like, I was trying to be a friend to a friend, and somehow I just became like the enemy, like the villain, and like still puzzled as to what happened, how it happened, and some of the stuff I was there for, I don't even know what happened. Like, that ain't right. And what I say is, like, simple conversation could clear up some stuff. But some people rather play victim. I don't know. I ain't gonna call the other side, but I just say a lot of stuff ain't right. I don't know. I prayed, like, before I started my, land project, which I was gonna show you. I was in the parking lot next door, because my place didn't have a parking lot yet. So, and then there was an event going on, so I just left the parking lot. So, yeah, the land project, I'm still gonna do it, but like, I'm gonna have to rework some stuff, because I was working it for, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I planned on like giving her a job and like equity. Like I had a plan on how I was gonna do what I was gonna do, but I might well just gone with my own plans, not involving nobody else. You see what I'm saying? And as far as adoption, like, I don't know, like, when I contact you about adopting your child, like, you don't reply back to me, and then your family like blocking me. Like, I kind of think like you said something not true. You had to say something not true. And that really, like, not even like you lied part, like that part hurts, but the part that you can't even like contact me and let me know like everything's okay, this is the problem. If you need something, like, I would have been there for you. But the way things got left, like, you just gotta abandon everything and everybody involved in it, because I really done been traumatized. I really done been hurt. I mean, I've been up driving around at night trying to figure out what's going on with situations, following leads and tips people giving me. Like, that ain't what I do. That ain't what I do. I'm just concerned and wondering what the fuck is going on with people that I love, but at some point you see like people you got love for do not got the same love for you. They don't give a fuck about you. Like, it don't take long to reply back to a text message. Like, some shit is like real simple. And I really prayed, like, when I started this project, like, the inspiration for this project was the child. Like, the child was really the inspiration for the project. So that's why I want to name the project after this child. But I kept praying, and then it got to the point where I started praying multiple times a day, like, Lord, are you sure? Because the more and more I look, like, I don't know if she worked, like, not the child, but the mother is worth all this, especially when I don't even know where the child is, if the child's still alive. Like it's a lot I don't know about the child at this point. But I ran into her. That went horrible. Like, not as horrible as it has been, but like, she just looked at me and sped off. Like, I ain't got nothing but good news on my end from you. And if it's a problem on your end, I was trying to be here to help you, but if you don't want my help, I can't keep forcing my help. I can't keep forcing my concern. I can't keep forcing my love and feelings on somebody that don't reciprocate nothing. Like, that hurts a lot. Like, I done known this person over 10 years. Like, this ain't like somebody I just met. Like, we got a bond. Well, I thought we had a bond. We got memories. We do have memories. So, I don't know. I ain't just gonna post this video right away, and I'm probably gonna add some more to it, but it's not really just about this female. And in the process of this situation, I had 3 vehicles get totaled. One time I wasn't even driving. 2 times I was in the vehicle with her. It just seemed like they was setups. Like, I got hit twice head on in the vehicle with her. It's just some fucked up stuff has been happening. Like, my stuff gets tampered with, like my properties, like things get tampered with. I'm like saying that stuff like that happens. And it's just a lot of stuff happened at one time. Like, even in my business, like, I have clients, like, it'd be like strange as fuck. Like, I have like 20 people call me all at the same time. Like, I'm not counting. I mean, I get phone calls, but like, I don't get like where I need a hotline phone calls. You know what I'm saying? And be like, yeah, after I weed through stuff, like, most of the people ain't even got no problem. They just got me looking up stuff like it is a problem, wasting my time. Or ask me to print out something, I print it out, they never show up. Like, yeah. Then I got a family member, last 6 months, he started showing up at my house. I ain't gonna go into everything he was doing, but he was doing stuff I don't do. But he seemed like he was going through something similar to me, so I was expressing what was going on with me. But then he made the comment one day like, your ex remind me of my first wife. I'm like, the fuck? The fuck. So, I've been talking to you, trying to figure out like what's going on with you, because it seemed like you going through something, and I'm going through something myself. But I'm taking my time out for you, and saying like, shit, you real interested in who I was with, and probably done lied to her, making it seem like, I mean, because it's been said, and like stuff I've heard, I've did stuff I don't even know about, like with people I don't even know. Like, this shit crazy. Like, at some point you just gotta jump off the merry-go-round. And yeah, I'm jumping off the merry-go-round. I really love that child. I wanted to be a good father. I was a pretty good male role model, you know? But this woman acting like I'm doing something to her when I'm trying to figure out some simple shit and was actually trying to do something to benefit you. Like, it hurts. It does hurt. That you know you were about you was going so far. Like you was that close to just wow, like this shit gonna make the news. Like you went that far for I was gonna go that far. Till I don't know. I prayed about it, but I just saw like shit. Ain't none of it worth it. Like the child probably worth it. Like you, and at this point, it got you hard. It's hard to get a motherfucker to doubt a goddamn child now. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that even worth it? Like, cause then like it's already been shit said that like, yeah, you adopt that little girl, they gonna say like you did something too. Like, like, dude. Folks fucked up. Folks fucked up.